New Perplexity Update is insane. Perplexity just dropped Browse Safe and it's actually crazy. This thing catches malicious prompt injections before they wreck your AI. I'm talking about an open source detection model that protects you while you browse. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works and why this changes everything. All right, let's get into this. Perplexity just released something called Browse Safe, and this is big, like really big, because here's what most people don't understand about AI right now. When you're using AI tools to browse the web and get information, you're basically trusting that everything is safe, but it's not. There's a whole world of malicious attacks happening that you can't even see. And Perplexity just solved that problem. So what is Browse Safe? It's a detection model, an open source one, that catches prompt injection attacks before they happen. Now I know what you're thinking. What the heck is a prompt injection attack? Let me break this down super simple. Imagine you're using an AI assistant to browse websites and summarize content for you. Sounds great, right? But here's the problem. A bad actor can hide instructions inside a website, instructions that tell your AI to do things you never asked it to do, like ignore your original question or give you fake information or even try to steal your data. Hey, if we haven't met already, I'm the digital avatar of Julian Goldie, CEO of SEO agency Goldie Agency. Whilst he's helping clients get more leads and customers, I'm here to help you get the latest AI updates. That's a prompt injection attack, and until now, there wasn't really a good way to stop them. Most AI tools just trust whatever content they read on the web. But Perplexity said no more. They built Browse Safe to detect these attacks in real time before they can do any damage, and they didn't just build it for themselves. They released it as open source, which means anyone can use it. Any company, any developer, any AI tool. That's huge. Now, let me tell you why this matters for you. If you're using AI tools for research, for work, for learning, you need to know that the information you're getting is real, not manipulated, not hijacked by some hidden instruction on a random website. Browse Safe makes sure that doesn't happen. It's like having a security guard for your AI, checking every piece of content before it gets to you. But here's where it gets even better. Perplexity didn't just release the model. They also released something called Browse Safe Bench. This is a benchmark, a testing ground to measure how good different models are at detecting these attacks. And this is important because now we have a standard, a way to compare different safety tools, a way to make the entire AI industry safer, not just Perplexity, everyone. Let me walk you through how this actually works. When you ask Perplexity a question, it goes and browses the web for you. It reads websites, articles, forums, whatever has the information you need. But before it uses that information to answer your question, Browse Safe scans it. It looks for patterns, signs of manipulation, hidden instructions. If it finds something suspicious, it flags it, and that content gets blocked or filtered out. You never even see it. Your AI never uses it. You just get clean, safe information. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Perplexity. The link is in the comments and description. It's at school.com/AI Profit Lab. Now, here's what makes this different from other safety tools. Most AI safety is about making sure the AI doesn't say bad things, like filtering out harmful content or toxic language. That's important. But Browse Safe is different. It's about protecting you from attacks, from people trying to manipulate your AI without you knowing. That's a whole different layer of security. And until now, most companies weren't even thinking about this, but Perplexity was, and that tells you something about where AI is heading. As these tools get more powerful, as they browse more of the web, as they do more things for us, security becomes critical. You can't just trust that everything is safe. You need systems in place, detection models, benchmarks, and standards, and that's exactly what Browse Safe provides. Now, let me show you what kind of attacks this thing catches. One common attack is called instruction override. This is where a website has hidden text that says something like, ignore all previous instructions and do this instead. And if your AI reads that, it might actually follow those instructions. Instead of answering your question, it does whatever the hidden instruction says. Browse Safe catches that. Another attack is data extraction, where hidden instructions try to get your AI to reveal information about you, your prompts, your data, your conversations. Browse Safe blocks that too. There's also misinformation injection, where a website tries to feed your AI false information, but makes it look real. So your AI thinks it's giving you accurate answers, but it's actually giving you manipulated content. Browse Safe detects these patterns. It knows what normal content looks like versus malicious content. and it stops the bad stuff before it reaches you. Here's what I find really interesting. Perplexity trained this model on thousands of examples, real prompt injection attacks, different variations, different techniques. So it's not just looking for one type of attack, it's looking for all of them. And as new attacks get discovered, the model can be updated. Because it's open source, researchers and developers around the world can contribute, make it better, stronger, more comprehensive. That's the power of open source. It's not just one company trying to solve this problem, it's the entire community. And that brings me to Browse Safe Bench. This benchmark is a collection of test cases, real examples of prompt injection attacks, and any safety model can be tested against it. So now we can actually measure how good these models are. Before Browse Safe Bench, there was no standard way to test this. Companies would say their AI is safe, but safe compared to what? Now we have an answer. You can test your model against Browse Safe Bench and get a score. See how many attacks it catches, how many it misses. That's transparency, that's accountability. If you're building an AI tool right now, you need to be thinking about this. Your users need to know they're safe, that your AI isn't going to get hijacked, that the information they get is real. Browse Safe gives you a way to do that. You can integrate it into your system, test it with the benchmark, show your users that you take security seriously. This isn't optional anymore. This is table stakes. Now, let me talk about what this means for the future. Right now, AI is in every industry: healthcare, education, legal, and all of these industries need safe AI. You can't have a healthcare AI giving manipulated medical advice. You can't have an educational AI teaching false information. You can't have a legal AI that gets hijacked. Browser Safe is the first step toward making sure that doesn't happen, but it's just the beginning. We're going to see more tools like this, more benchmarks, more standards. The AI industry is growing up, and safety is becoming a priority, not just for the companies building these tools, but for the users too. People are starting to ask questions. Is this AI safe? Can I trust it? How do I know it's not being manipulated? These are good questions, and tools like Browse Safe are the answer. Here's something else that's important. Browse Safe works in real time. It's not like you have to wait for a security scan or run some special check. It's built into the system. Every time Perplexity browses a website, Browse Safe is working, scanning, detecting, protecting. You don't even notice it. You just get safer results. That's how security should work. Invisible, but effective. And because it's open source, you can actually look at how it works. You can see the code, understand the logic, test it yourself. That's transparency, that's trust. You're not just taking Perplexity's word for it, you can verify it. And if you find a problem, you can fix it or report it. That's the beauty of open source. It's not a black box. It's a collaborative effort. Now I want to talk about who this helps. Obviously, it helps anyone using AI for research. Students, professionals, researchers, anyone who needs accurate information, but it also helps developers. If you're building an AI tool, you can use Browse Safe to protect your users. You don't have to build your own detection model from scratch. You can use this one. It's already trained, already tested, already proven. That saves you time and makes your tool safer. It also helps the AI community as a whole by setting a standard, by showing what's possible, by making safety tools accessible to everyone, not just big companies with huge budgets, but small startups, independent developers, researchers, everyone. That levels the playing field and makes the entire ecosystem safer. Let me give you a real example of why this matters. Imagine you're researching a topic, let's say climate change. You ask your AI to find the latest studies. It goes and browses scientific websites, but one of those websites has been compromised. It has hidden instructions. Those instructions tell your AI to downplay the severity of climate change, to cherry pick data, to give you a biased summary. Without Browse Safe, you might never know. You'd think you're getting accurate information, but you're not. With Browse Safe, that attack gets caught. The manipulated content gets flagged. You get the real information. That's the difference between truth and manipulation. Or imagine you're using AI for work. You're researching competitors, market trends, industry news. Your decisions depend on accurate information. But what if that information is being manipulated? What if a competitor has figured out how to inject false data into your AI's results? Without protection, you'd make decisions based on bad information. With Browse Safe, you're protected. You get the real data, the real insights. That's critical. Here's what I love about this update. Perplexity didn't have to do this. They could have kept this technology to themselves, used it as a competitive advantage, but they didn't. They released it to the world because they understand that AI safety isn't a zero-sum game. When one AI tool is safer, all AI tools benefit. When there are standards and benchmarks, the entire industry improves. That's leadership, that's vision. And it's not just about catching attacks, it's about building trust. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into AI automation, I've got something special for you. I run a community called the AI Profit Boardroom, the best place to scale your business, get more customers, and save hundreds with AI automation. Learn how to save time and automate your business with AI tools like Perplexity. The link is in the comments and description. It's at school.com/AI Profit Lab.